Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's your girl, Tanmations. As you can see, this is my first video. Anyways, I've been inspired by many storytime animators, so I thought, hey, I've got a tablet and a pencil, so why not start now? So, I want to go ahead and start this video off with a very special cat. A very special cat who made me a cat mom, and her name was Binks. Now, I will be talking about how I met her and my last time with her. So, let's go straight into it, I guess. So, this happened when I was living in my old house. Not the one that I live in now, but the one that I used to live in. So, I was sitting in my house and realized I was fat! Absolutely fat. Like freaking humongous. Okay? Now, as I was sitting there and realizing I need to work out, I decided to put on some workout clothes, like a neon, I think it was like a neon green t-shirt, can't completely remember, and some shorts. And my mom had decided to go out and go with me. And I decided to say yes, because why would I say no? It's my mom. And so, we had a nice little driveway with probably a few pebbles on the ground. It was like a dirt road, if I'm being completely honest. We didn't have pavement on the road. And this was out in the country, so yeah. Anyways, we go for a few laps. My house, down the road. My house, down the road again. Anywho, as we're walking down, I start hearing a few meows after I had realized I was exhausted from all the running. So, I stood by these two trash cans that we had by our house. They were really big. One was red and like blue. And I'm standing by it and I hear a meow. Now, I thought I was hearing things, so I laid on the ground and I looked at the sunset and the mountains that were by our house. Till I heard it again. I heard another meow. So as I'm looking around trying to find out where these meows are coming from, I look and I was amazed by a black little kitten. Well, it wasn't a cat. It was more like a fully grown, big old like, I say kitten because, you know, kittens are cute. But it was a cat, nonetheless. And this cat was missing a piece of its ear, and it was walking over to me with its big old green eyes. And I was amazed by it. I looked down at her, and she looked at me. And we sat there and we just stared at each other. And yes, before you say anything, I know it sounds like a typical Disney movie, but trust me, that's what I was thinking too. But nonetheless, we were staring at each other for what seemed like 20-30 minutes. But she was my first ever cat, so I was intrigued by her almost. Like, she was a star falling out of the sky. But I was happy. Now, going back to my childhood, I loved cats. They've always been my favorite, and they always will be to this day. I could be 57 years old and still like cats, for crying out loud. But I was so intrigued by staring at her, I didn't even realize that the cat had walked up to me and was in my lap. I had a cat in my lap, and I didn't even realize it. I had to look down and realize how I had to be like, oh my goodness, there's a cat in my lap. What do I do? What do I do? Do I feed it? Do I give it water? What do I do? But yes, she was in my lap, and I just stayed there. I was scared to pet her because, come on now, if you know a cat, you know it's gonna bite if you pet it a certain type of way. So I was just keeping my distance, and my mom was still a little far away, so she couldn't see the cat that was in my lap. So I'm like, Mom, please come here. I need you to see the cat that's in my lap. Few minutes pass by, still haven't touched the cat, and my mom sees the cat in my lap. I'm like, thank goodness you're here and you see the cat in my lap. She sees the cat, and she goes, oh, there goes the cat from a few days ago. And I'm like, what? Like, you mean to tell me you've seen this cat and you haven't told me till now? But yes, she has seen the cat and I haven't. And one thing led to another, and I had accidentally pet the cat. Few moments of silence, please. Because I was sitting there thinking, oh my god, this cat is going to scratch me. This cat is going to scratch me. I'm gonna lose an arm. But no, she was a very friendly cat, and that's how I instantly knew I loved her. So a few days afterwards, I had officially adopted her, and she was my cat, and we settled for the name Binks. But she did have another name, and this was from my mom. Her new nickname was Chitty Mau Mau. I know, what kind of name is Chitty Mau? Like, that's a weird name. But you know what? I don't care. It was my cat, and she was the best. Now, we had a bunch of favorite and good old memories together, per usual, and she was the best thing that ever happened to me. She helped me through my high school career. I'm now officially graduated, and I no longer go to high school no more, but she was the one thing that helped me go to class every day, didn't stay home. She made me make this YouTube channel, for crying out loud. She is the cat that made me dedicated to wanting to do anything, to go to college, to get married, have a few kids. She just was there for me whenever I needed her. But good things always do end up coming to an end. She had passed away. The story is a bit emotional for me because she really was my everything. She was my best friend. She was my first ever cat. Now, I will say, we have had a lot of pets that's passed away. We were a pit bull family. I mean, we still are. As of right now, we have 3 dogs: Bear, Conan, Kronos, and a new cat named Thackeray. Thackeray's name is a tribute to Binks. He's quite crazy from Binks, and I bet you right now she's looking down and she's like, this amateur, probably bringing up all the doom in this family. Good job. She was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I will always appreciate her for being here. And I'm thanking the Lord for bringing her down here and helping her make me who I am today. A crazy, wacky artist who loves to tell stories and has now started a YouTube channel, which I know is crazy, but I've made my first YouTube video. Well, you guys, that is the story of how I met my first cat and how I wanted to contribute this video, my first video, to her. But for all you guys out there, day, night, afternoon, late in the morning, I hope you do enjoy this video, and I hope you can give me a like and a subscribe and comment if you want. Give me some tips on what I gotta fix on, anything like that, because I need it.